placed on his head, and his face was all covered with blood. My heart became so heavy when I viewed this awful sight, and I thought, oh, how cruel can they be? So I ran up the hillside to help this lonely man who had fallen to the ground ahead of me. I said, friend, can I help you with the burdens that you bear? The bloodstains I would freely wipe away. Then I saw the burden that he struggled to carry, and I knew he carried it for me. I saw it was my sins that had brought him to the ground, and I knew he carried it for me. My sin that placed the crown of thorns on his head, and he said, I'm doing this for thee. I'm thankful this morning to get to be here. I don't need to stand up here to be thankful to get to be here. If they didn't complain about it so much, I just would have used Jeremy and Shad. And I don't have to get up here to get my peace. But I did promise the Lord a long time ago that I would go. And I would do the best that I could. I struggled not to, and I ran from it as hard as I could. But he finally had his way. And I promised him that I would try. It's a wonderful occasion that we've set this day aside for, Easter. Because if there was no resurrection, everything we're doing here is in vain. Everything about our faith and our religion and our church would mean nothing if not for the resurrection morning. But do you understand that the disciples that had been walking with him all this time didn't believe that he was resurrected? They didn't believe it at all. They weren't even looking for it. When those women went to the tomb on the third morning, they went with the spices in hand to embalm him.
Yes.
They went there to find his body. And what a shape it was in the last time they saw him. The last time they saw Jesus' body, they couldn't even recognize him. The old writer wrote and said he was beaten until you couldn't recognize him.
Far more than any man.
Far more than any man. Anybody else would have died from the beatings, but there was a reason. God wouldn't let him die. Not yet. And they went there that morning completely expecting to see his body in terrible condition, laying there. And when they got down there, and on the way they talked. We're going down there, but we don't even know how to get into the tomb. It's all blocked off. There's guards there to keep anybody from taking him out. And when they got down there, and the tomb was opened up for them, and they looked inside and was distressed because he was gone. Somebody took our Lord. There was somebody sitting there that said, "Why are you seeking the living among the dead?" And they ran back and told the disciples there what they'd found, and they didn't believe them. In the book of Luke, I think 6 times Jesus told them when he was with them that he was going to be killed, and on the 3rd morning was going to come back to life. 6 times he told them that. And when they got back and said, "He's gone," and there was somebody sitting there that asked us, "Why did we seek the living among the dead?" They didn't even go down there at first. Finally, 2 of them went down to check it out. They didn't even believe that. Now listen, today, do you understand how hard it is for this world to believe? It's no wonder when the Lord finally came to Thomas there, when Thomas said, except he touched him himself, he wasn't going to believe. And so when the Lord came to him and just showed him himself, listen, isn't it wonderful that Thomas called him Lord when he seen him? The Son of Jesus said to him, "Blessed art thou, because you've seen me and you believed. But blessed are those that's never seen me and yet believe." Listen, today, people, aren't you glad? Why then? Listen, our faith, it's not hinged on some words that I've read here today. Let's pray just for a minute of time. Listen, that if it was just based on listen, on some words that was written down, then those disciples, they would have had all the faith in the world, because they had scriptures for thousands of years there. They'd had, listen, Moses had told them about Jesus was going to come. The prophets had told them about that Jesus was going to come. King David had told them that there was one coming. Listen here, my people, so if all it took was a few words there, a few scriptures to read, then they'd have had all the faith there. But listen here, people, what did my Lord say to them? He told them, "Tarry ye in Jerusalem, son, you're going to be endued from power on high." Today, it's not the scripture that I've come here to quote to you today, but we've come together seeking something. We come together seeking a feeling down inside. That's where it's at today. If it was all about, listen, just studying yourself to heaven. Larry, we know many old preacher that wouldn't have made it, don't we? Many old preacher that couldn't read a word today. But But I want to tell you what it's hinged on, what it's all based on. Listen, that the same day that why those women reported that the body was missing, and the disciples didn't believe it still. That same day, why there was a couple of them that was going to leave. And go down to another little village down the road there. It was about 7.5 miles away, and they headed out walking down that way. And between the two of them, the Bible says they were talking about all this that was taking place. Why and how down they must have been there. Now even his body is missing. Why the one that we thought was our king. Not only, you know what, in their mind, not only could Jesus even protect himself, not only was he so weak that he couldn't stand in front of them, now they've taken his body away, no doubt, desecrated it even further. And as they walked along and was saying, somebody came to them. You know what? I know them. We love the picture. And then Jesus, when he came out of that grave, when he came out of the tomb, we love the picture. He came out with a mighty roar. But you know what? He slipped into there. And he slipped right back out again. That's the way my Lord works. Jesus, if you're the king, where's your army? If my kingdom were of this world, then my servants would come. Listen, you don't want that army to come and fight you. Listen, and as they walk along, talking one to another there, Jesus comes slipping in to the conversation. He come walking up to them and he was just traveling with them there, and he hid himself from them so they couldn't recognize him. I gotta wonder, Larry, if they'd had their eyes open for him, if they'd recognized him, if they'd have believed that he came out of that tomb, that had been looking for him somewhere, but they weren't even looking for him. And as they walked along, Jesus said, "What's wrong with you two? You sure seem awful sad today." And they were amazed and looked at him and said, "Where you been? Aren't you from around here? Haven't you heard everything that's gone wrong in our lives here? It's a mess today. Just like you said, your life and your situation was just a mess." No doubt, that's how they were feeling there. And they began to talk to Jesus there. And they said, Jesus said, "What things are you talking about?" They said, "Concerning Jesus of Nazareth. We thought he was the one that was going to restore Israel. But they took him, and they beat him, and they crucified him. They tortured him all night long, and they humiliated him, and they showed him what they thought of his kingdom. They showed him how scared they was of his power. And they they said, and now they had insult to injury, and now that was 3 days ago, and now his body is missing this morning, and not even in the tomb anymore. Oh, he said, he looked at him and said, "Oh, fools and slow of heart, to believe all that the prophets have spoken. All not Christ have suffered these things and enter into his glory." And it says, and beginning at Moses, the law and the prophets, he began opening scriptures to them concerning himself and these things that took place. I know them. Listen. And they had about 7.5 miles to walk there. I don't know about you, but it's going to take me a pretty good while to walk that far. If I even could today. And he talked all the way there, and they got to where they was going, and he made like he was just going to go on, but they didn't want him to leave. They latched on to him and said, "Stranger, just stay here with us, spend the night with us." Oh, God. And he went in with them, and they sat down to dinner, sat down to eat there, and he took the food and he blessed it, and their eyes were open, and they knew he was Jesus, and the Bible says, and he vanished out of their sight there. And it said, when he was gone, they looked at one another and said, "Did not our heart burn within us?" Listen, as we walked and he talked with us. Oh, God. And it said, and they got right up and headed right back. Listen. It didn't say they took him a nap first. It said, and they turned around and they headed right back, and they found the disciples all together. Listen, and said, "The Lord is risen indeed." And they told them all what had happened to them. Listen, but people, don't you understand that? When Jesus was talking to them, there was something burning down inside. There was a reason they didn't want him to pass on by. I worry that that's what this world is missing. And you know why? There's a whole lot of religion in this world. There's a lot of things going on today to commemorate Easter. A lot of ceremonies going on. The ceremony that took place on that road that day, when their hearts was burning down inside. People, when you feel the Spirit of God, does your heart begin to burn in you? Do you yearn, listen, for that feeling? Shed, I thought you was going to come up from prayer or preaching, and I think you probably should have. I think you had a burning going on. Listen, people, why do you have a burning down inside? If you know the Lord, when you get near the Lord, I know you burn down inside. I don't even got to ask you that. Listen. And don't you understand that's worth more than all the scripture reading in the world is? That feeling, that burning, that pulling on your heart is worth more. Josh, just like you said, you stood at that little funeral the other day. Son, if all you had was to stand up and read some scriptures, you could have just handed it out to them. But you was able to stand up there and tell them that I'm going where he's at. Yeah. I'm going and we'll meet again someday. That little baby that laid in the ground this week. Son, many broken hearts no doubt gathered round there. Many, listen, how many people was probably saying, why, Lord, why would you do this? Listen, people, the remedy for death, why, as old as death itself today. It's like the remedy for sin, as old as sin is. And you know what? Listen. Just like that, Josh, a year or two ago, listen, I went up to Kentucky to preach the funeral of my uncle, somebody that I respected very much, somebody I loved very much. And you know what? My whole life when I was growing up, he was just always one of my favorite uncles. He was so mild-mannered and so easy to talk to. And you know what? He made a living negotiating contracts for the international steel companies. Listen, even all over the world doing that, negotiating contracts. When they got into a bind between unions and steel companies, and they couldn't find a settlement, they'd fly him in. Listen, and he'd negotiate that. He'd never raise a voice. Why? The companies trusted him. The unions trusted him. Why? You know, and I heard, listen, one time, and you know, as my uncle got old, he started coming to church. Listen. He started coming out to church real regular, and he started talking about the things of God. Why? And I believe that I'll meet him again now someday. But you know what? When he was raising my cousins, when he was raising his kids, Larry, he didn't have time for church, and he didn't take them to church. And you know what? When he was old, why? And he was older and he was going to church, I talked to one of his boys, and his boy told me that he hated God. Listen, out at the hospital that night, listen, we'd gone out to see my little nephew, cousins, I guess, out there, who had leukemia, and his dad, Uncle Paul's boy, told me that he hated God because his son was laying there with leukemia. But you know what? When I went in and talked to his boy, about 20 years old, something like that, all he wanted to talk about was God and how good God's been. And he said, Chris, could you talk to my dad? Could you try talking to him? He won't listen to me. But you know what? So at my Uncle Paul's funeral, all that family was there, and I was hungry. I listened to preach to him, and when I got up there, and Uncle Paul was laid out there, I began preaching to him, and I looked right at him, and I said, when this man was in his prime, there's nobody here. Why? But what would argue he wasn't one of the greatest speakers. You had so much confidence in him that you'd have done anything he told you to do. You'd have believed anything he told you. And I said, but when he turned to God, I guess he just became ignorant all of a sudden. When he started calling on the Lord, I guess everybody's confidence fell. He's just a babbling old fool now. People, I'm telling you, today. That you feel something burning in your heart. I know you do. If you're seeking God, why, if you're looking to my Lord, you don't need a bunch of words. You don't need a bunch of scriptures. You just need to call my Lord. You just need to answer what you're feeling down in your heart right now. Oh, God, I'm glad for that burden that I feel when I get near my Lord. I'm glad for the burden I feel when we lay one of the old saints of God to rest, when we lay a little baby to rest. Now listen, you know what? In that same hospital, or maybe across the street, where that boy was laying with leukemia, listen, up there in Detroit, you can walk a tunnel under the road there, under I-75, and come up at the baby's side. And we had been on both sides, cause Larry, that's where that little 3-month-old baby was laying, and we'd been in there to see it. We've been in there to see that baby. Why, they had it in a little plastic box, and they'd had it cut open all the way, and they couldn't even sew it up. They just laid gauze on it, and they was just waiting for it to die. And listen, I'm telling you, they let me. That little plastic box had holes in the side, and they let me put my hands inside that and lay my hands on that little baby in there. And you know what? All I could say was, Lord, Lord, I'm not even worthy, Lord, and to be able to call on your name. Oh, God, but I know that there's coming a morning. And I'm telling you, the next time you see Jesus, it ain't gonna be just slipping in. Listen, why ain't nobody knowing about it? When my Lord comes back, now listen, he's gonna come with a bang. He's gonna come with a shout. There's gonna be a trumpet sounding, and all these little babies that we're missing here, listen, nothing's gonna hold them back. And you want to talk about a burning that's gonna be taking place. People, my God is real today. Listen, the resurrection that took place is real, people, and there's another real one coming. I believe that. You know what? And he's getting the song ready. I thought about it like this. I'm thankful they've been talking about the death of my Lord for a long time, and they haven't forgot about it. But I noticed, I was thinking the other night, there was another celebrity had passed on, made all the news. I don't remember which one it was. There's been so many, and I thought about, look at all the attention they get. And I thought about why in 1977, I think it was, why I remember it was the year Elvis died, and how it shook the world, Larry, when he died. But you know what? And it made the news everywhere. Why, everybody talking about it. The world all upset about it. But you know what else? In 1977, we carried a little old woman, listen, up the hill of Cabin Fork there. I had a little grandmother in 1977 that left this world. And guess what? It didn't make the newspapers, Larry. Nobody outside of our family seemed to be talking about it. But you know what? why? And we laid her to rest. Tammy, just like your mom, how many people outside of your little community knew anything about that? Why? Listen, not much of a celebrity was she. But I know somebody that was giving her their full attention when she left this world here. I know somebody marked the spot where she laid on a hill somewhere and just never forgot about it. Just waiting for God to say go. If there's gonna be a trumpet sound, and my Lord, He's coming back with a vengeance. Then, and the dead in Christ, they're gonna come out first. They're gonna bust those graves open. And I can't wait for that day. That's what it's all about. I won't be looking to see if my children made it home. I won't be looking to see if all my grandchildren made it home. I'm only going to have eyes. I'm only going to be listening to hear my name called. Why? And I know I'm going to hear it clear as a bell in the morning. I don't care how long that I lay in the ground. I don't care how long my mama has to lay in the ground. I believe she's coming out as strong as ever. When my Lord calls. And if my Lord didn't come out of that tomb, it'll all be in vain.
You waste my time.
We don't have to be afraid to go any place that He's already been.
Amen.
He walked this earth. He walked through trouble. He walked out in the water and got baptized.
You did.
They buried Him. He went there too. I don't have to be afraid to go any place that my Lord's already blazed the trail. I just want to follow Him. I feel like I followed Him out into the creek and let Him lay me down. And I've tried to follow Him ever since Larry. And someday I'm going to follow Him all the way home. You go ahead and get you the song. But I'm thankful today that it's set up the way that it is. I wouldn't trade what we feel for all the words. The church doors is open if there's anybody here. Listen, aren't you glad that the Lord, when that time came, that He didn't find all kinds of excuses.
That's right.
He didn't find excuses of why He couldn't make it out to church and join church that day. But I think most of us that's in church, there was a time when we were doing that, when we felt like, but you know what? I'm telling you today, God needs us all to be doing the things of God. We need to be on that fire line.
To heal the nation, it's a present.
Looking good.
Talking about my Savior.
Come on.